Hey, good morning. Welcome to Advisory Live. We're powered by Nasdaq IR Insight. I'm your host, Will Briganti, and joining me today on March 15th as my guest is Alana Basova from Nasdaq Corporate Solutions Advisory Services. Alana, welcome.
Thank you.
Great to have you back.
Thanks.
All right, so today we're going to talk about the Dow Jones Sustainability Index. It's been around since 1999. So why is now a particularly important time for companies to make an effort to secure a spot in that index? I mean, it's certainly very high profile.
Yeah, that's a great question. I think there's a multitude of factors that play into this. First of all, the overall investment community is starting to recognize a strong positive correlation between sustainability and the long-term performance, financial performance of companies.
Right.
On the other hand, we have passive investors who've seen an unprecedented increase of their assets under management over the past few years, and now they're becoming more vocal for that reason about the importance of corporate governance, because they do want to keep those profits going up again. Also, on the other hand, the other status quo is starting to shift in the marketplace, right? So investors are starting to demand more from companies in terms of ESG, and companies are starting to look for strategies to meet those demands.
Right.
What would be better than getting included in the oldest sustainability index family? You know, and also besides that, it would provide companies a lot of exposure to otherwise untapped pools of capital.
Right, of course. That's a really good point. Now, Robeco Sam is the firm that does the research for this index.
Yep.
And so what matters most to them, you know, when they're looking to put together the list? What are some of the key factors that they're looking out for?
So the research revolves around material factors, financial materials. So they want to make sure that ESG factors that they're including in their research, you know, will have an impact on long-standing financial returns of the company. But also the factors should be usually underlooked and overlooked and under-researched by financial analysts in typical conventional financial analysis.
Okay.
So for example, in the pharma industry, you know, supply chain management would be less financially material than product quality and product innovation.
Right.
On the other hand, they also believe that a strong candidate for, you know, for Dow Jones Sustainability Index would be aware of how they rank versus their peers in terms of ESG, would have sustainable, good strategy in place, would have actually tangible proof that they already started implementing this strategy. And ideally, they would also have an external auditor who could vouch for their efforts.
Okay. My final question for you is, what should our clients be looking out for? What should they start to do now, you know, to increase some of their chances? What can they do?
Right, so a couple of things. First of all, we encourage them to be as transparent as possible, report everything they can in terms of ESG, but also internally get in a strong habit of recording every ESG point they can throughout the year, so when the survey from Robeco Sam comes in the springtime, they have all the information as possible to provide as much color as they can. On the other hand, opportunity cost is very important as well, right? Because they want to understand how much time realistically and resources they can allocate to this effort. And also they need to educate themselves on which factors are actually considered financially material for their specific industry they operate in, so they can then strategically direct their efforts.
Excellent. Terrific insight, Alana. Thank you so much.
Of
We'll
course.
hope to have you back soon to talk more about this once the survey comes out.
Thank
you
you
very much. All right, this was Alana Basova, our analyst from Nasdaq Corporate Solutions Advisory Services. Alana focuses specifically on strategic capital intelligence. Thank you so much for tuning in to our episode today about the Dow Jones Sustainability Index. For more information on Nasdaq Corporate Solutions, be sure to visit our website. That's business.nasdaq.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great day.